We're ready. So we're just about ready to dish up the fish. Got about another maybe minute in the oven. And in the meantime, while that fish is coming out, or cooking, we're gonna actually finish up the dish with the vegetables. The shiitake mushroom, which we have right here. And again, if you can't find them, any variety is fine. You wanna season those with a little bit of salt and pepper also. Give them a little saute. They're going to absorb some of that oil that's in there, and that's fine. These are cut rather thinly, so they're going to cook pretty quickly. Oh, that timer is for the fish. That's been about 3.5 minutes or so. Let's check on that. Yeah. I'm going to give the fish another maybe a minute and a half. So that's going to be roughly 4.5 minutes, probably no more than 5 minutes for the thickness of that particular fish. That was about 1 inch thick, maybe not quite. Those shiitakes are almost ready to go. Before we add the spinach. Anticipation. We're getting close. It's not catching. So let's go ahead and add the spinach to these mushrooms right here. Put those down in there like that. Take a spoon, kind of help things along a little bit. You know, there's so much moisture in the spinach, they're going to cook down next to nothing. But this will be a nice portion right here. I'm going to turn off the heat. There should be enough salt and pepper in there. I'm going to go retrieve the salmon. The halibut. So again, that's roughly 4.5 minutes. That can stay right there in that pan. It will continue to cook for a little bit. That's called carryover cooking. When you bring something out of the oven, it definitely increases into the internal temperature. But also what you can do is kind of take your fingers and press lightly on that, or on the sides. Right, we're looking for something that's relatively soft, but also a little bit on the firm side to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. So now I think it's time for the plate. We have all the components right here. Right, we have the spinach and the mushroom mixture. We have our red bell pepper coulis, and we have our potato crusted halibut. So let's start with the coulis. Right, that's 2 ounces. That's definitely going to be enough right there. Plate of vegetables. No starch. The starch is already on the potato, or on the fish, so we don't need to add any extra starch to this dish right here. Okay. And so we're going to put that. Make sure you get all those crusty bits of potato that's on there. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to break out the good stuff. Don't tell Mr. Oberndorf this, but I stole some of his olive oil from his property up there on Spring Mountain. We're going to finish this dish with a little bit of his private reserve olive oil. So a little bit on top and a little bit on side right here is going to add a nice little floral element to it. And believe it or not, what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of salt on top of the potatoes, because who doesn't like salty, crunchy potatoes? I know I do. and maybe a little bit of cracked black pepper. And there we go. So I took the liberty of drinking without you tonight. It's way past 5 o'clock. It's actually already 8:42. So this is Scotch and soda, my go-to cocktail. Salud, Nostrovia, Caprovece, and I hope you enjoy the videos that we put together for you. Thank you so much, Marie, for being a part of this project, and your check's in the mail. So without further ado, I will hopefully see everybody Sunday, August 9th. Thanks very much.